Alrighty, so it looks like it was a trap all along. So, frickin' Zhao Yunru has tricked us again, and now we have a ton of guys converging on us outside our office. So, yeah, we need to get the hell out of here. Now, there's obviously two ways of doing this. We can either fight on all of them and kill them, or we can just run like hell for the exit. Now, luckily, there is an alternate path to the exit that I will be showing, so you don't have to go through all these guys. And fighting them is actually pretty difficult because there's so many of them and you have your back to the wall here. But I might try to take out a few of them and then run for the exit, just to show how you can do it. I actually had a really easy time here during my peaceful run, actually taking out all these guys with the tranq rifle, and the peps actually was actually a really easy way of doing that. But then again, when I did my pacifist run, I did it on easy because obviously that achievement is probably one of the most aggravating things to do in this game. So I figured I wouldn't make it any harder on myself. But yeah, I'm probably going to make another run for it with the camo to the exit now. That's the secret way to get through there, is that little path on the side there. But now that I have the guys distracted and heading towards the, I'm going to take this real quick and load this gun and head for the elevator. Yeah, if you're going to get those guys distracted over there to where they're facing where you came out of that room, then when you get down on the other side, hopefully they won't see you. But yeah, that encounter can be pretty tricky sometimes. Now, if I warned you earlier in the game to save your EMP grenades, this is going to be the time where I was referring to. So we're in the hangar now, but the security measures are going to go up, and there's going to be these two giant box guard robots here. I figured I'd demonstrate the heavy rifle again. It's going to do jack diddly squat though, so I'm just going to drop it again. There's also another rocket launcher in this room, and I'll be showing off where that is in a moment. But mainly I just want to use my EMP grenades on these guys and take them out instantly, because they can take a ton of damage, even from the rocket launcher. So there's really no practical way of dealing with them without a ridiculous amount of explosives. So the EMP grenades are really the one and only way to go. I just gotta work my way over there. I have 3 EMP grenades, and there's another one in this room somewhere. So I have the ability to waste 2 if I really oh crap, he locked on me with rockets. Let's get out of there. There's some stuff under here. I believe there's more heavy rifle ammo, but trying to kill these guys with a heavy rifle is also pretty hard. Alright, so we got that one. And they don't loot anything either, they just blow up. I think the explosion can hurt you too. And yeah, I don't really like this part, because this is the only way we can get out of here is by taking these guys out. And that's the only time in the game where we are required to take out something with a colossal amount of health. Because in the rest of the game, it's just things that, you know, enemies we can kill pretty easily by just shooting them in the head or whatever. It's kind of like in any other modern FPS where the amount of health that enemies have is sort of irrelevant because they just die with a single headshot anyway. But in this game, they have a sort of a balance between enemies that have obscenely low amounts of health and enemies that can tank like crazy. Anyway, there's we'll show off this room over here as well, because the last Hugh Darrow ebook in the level is right here. So that's all the Hugh Darrow ebooks in this level, which they decided to delay this last one right to the end for some reason. And this security hub right here will disable the cameras in this room, but it will not disable the security bots themselves. Like I said, they're independently powered, and they are not dependent on the security systems to keep them up like the smaller security bots are. So I figured out after showing off that room, I'd show where the rocket launcher is. It's right over here. There's a rocket for it. There's the launcher itself. Obviously, we can't carry it because it's ridiculously huge. And there's some other stuff over there we can loot as well, but I pretty much got everything I could want in this room. So let's go ahead and open the hangar doors and leave. I didn't push the button because I was worried that it would automatically trigger me leaving. I couldn't remember if I could actually if I had to walk to the elevator, or if it triggered, or not elevator, if to the helicopter, or if it triggered a cutscene. I didn't want it to trigger a cutscene because then I wouldn't be able to get the Hugh Darrow ebook, and his entire run would be pointless. So, just trying to make sure I don't screw something up, even though it's an unlikely possibility. So, we are not only now leaving the Taeyong Medical Building, but we're leaving Hungshut in general. So, that's 2 city hubs to go, and now we're just going to keep... The annoying thing is, we're going straight from this level to another level. We're not going back to Detroit, we're going to Montreal, to the Picus Building. Because the plot demands it. Wow, the screen is staying for a long time. Anyway, yeah, so the annoying thing about this is we have to go in this area with whatever resources we have right now. There's no merchant we can find to buy and sell some things, so we are either stuck with weapons we don't want that we intended to sell, or not enough stuff because we didn't get a chance to buy more. So that can make this level kind of annoying, and that really threw me off at first, but this level's not too long, and it's actually one of my favorite levels in the game.
We can argue the fine points later. Set me down on the tower. I'll get in from the roof.
I don't know how we're able to land on the roof of these places without them just hearing us. I mean, we're a bloody friggin' helicopter. You could think they could hear that. Anyway, there's an upgrade over here. I decided to use the high jump ability to high jump over that wall. And if you don't have that, there's another. I think there's another way of getting in here with a by hacking your way through the gate. So I want to go ahead and use this. Obviously, go ahead and use the beer, and use the weapon upgrade. Don't really need any more ammo capacity upgrades, honestly. I guess I'll put. They keep giving us them. It's so annoying. I want different kinds of upgrades. I don't want more ammo capacity upgrades. The game doesn't give you enough room to carry that much ammo anyway. But I suppose the luxury of being able to have one or the other is pretty nice. You see if we're anywhere maxed out on that thing. Anyway, yeah, there's that little screen can show you how far along your weapon is as far as like additional stats go. This right here, I think I bought through the punch through walls augmentation. I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet, but we could punch our way through there if we wanted to. We don't have to get through that door at all. I don't know why we'd want to do that right there. It's pretty pointless, but we can. So this is the Picus building. It looks pretty nice, doesn't it? It's actually well lit and pretty cool design. And these are the office cubicles here, similar to the police station back in Detroit. They're sort of in the middle of a room at the bottom of stairs.
I'll get back to you on that.
And there's a few things we can loot here and there from the desks.
Check the emergency activation logs, Pritchard. I've got a sealed fire door here, and
The place is completely abandoned. There's a sealed fire door. Maybe there was a big panic at some point. 404 error. People cannot be found.
The place is deserted.
Because somebody triggered a fire alarm and then silenced it. I suggest you find Miss Kassan quickly and get out of there.
So yeah, if you remember the security recording we got back at the Taeyong Medical Building, Zhao said to the mercenary, she said something about Eliza, and then when we talked to her in her office, she's mentioned it called a Picus. So we're here to investigate whether or not Eliza Kassan is involved in all this crap.
Zhao tell you I was coming, Miss Kassan?
Please, call me Eliza. Zhao Yunru did not tell me. She does not know you have discovered this connection.
So how did you find out?
I have been watching you for some time. Ever since receiving orders to temporarily disrupt satellites over the Detroit metropolitan area 6 months ago.
The night Megan's team was taken. You jammed their GPL so everyone would think they were dead.
Yes. Although I only came to that conclusion later. I find my realization disturbing. I wish we could discuss this further, but it seems I have alerted them to your presence. If you leave now, you may be able to escape.
Oh, I'm leaving. But you're coming with me.
I am sorry, Adam. I truly am.
Jensen, get out.
Well, that was some mind-bendingly realistic holographic projection.
Multiple radio signals.
I mean, this is only 2027. I mean,
It's a trap.
that's some high-tech stuff right there.
Without Eliza Kazan. So find
Anyway.
for a way to get downstairs.
So now we are going to be obviously ambushed, because it's not like we're going to be going through this whole level without any enemies in it. That would be boring, but the quiet time was a nice contrast to the upcoming action. So now the place is filled with the mercenary guys from earlier in the game, from the FEMA campaign, the first level. Now, annoyingly, I was going to go through this whole room and take out all these guys with my silenced pistol, but the second guy managed to get to the alarm before I was able to kill him, so that pretty much gimped that one up. But I could go back through that vent and try to attack them from the other side of the room. But what I might just try to do now is go ahead and just stealth my way down the stairs and get to the elevator quickly, while they're all clusterfucking around that vent there. Go ahead and use another Cyber Boost Pro Energy pack thing. I need to upgrade my camo at this rate. This is pretty ridiculous. I'm really using a lot of these Cyber Boost things now. It's like I didn't use them when I first got them, and now I'm using them up at a really rapid rate to use the camo efficiently. There's a bathroom here with nothing really in it. There's another guy patrolling in this room. They've already set off, since they already set off the alarm, the camera is no threat anymore. Obviously, you would not want, you can still do combat in this area if you wanted to, if you're going for the Foxiest of the Hounds achievement, but obviously, you would not want that guy to set off the alarm. This is a big main level that is really well developed and fleshed out, so it's definitely one where you're going to have to avoid alarms if you're going for that achievement. But obviously, if you're doing a pacifist run, then that sort of just comes with the territory, so stealth is going to be just in the nature of that run. I like how, oh yeah, another thing we can do here instead of waiting for the elevator is just Icarus our way down the elevator shaft. That is an awesome shortcut, and I love to do that. And usually those guys do not come from behind me there when I was hiding in front of the bathroom there, and I'm able to attack those guys silently or non-silently. But I was definitely not prepared for those guys coming up behind me like that from upstairs, so yeah, I had to make an emergency escape there for this elevator shaft. But it worked out okay. And this, obviously that leads to an alternate route down here, which we would not be going through otherwise. God, I love this level so much. There's so many alternate paths and so many great encounters. This level really sums up what is great about this game. But in this room is our first Hugh Darrow ebook right here. And in this is a newsroom, obviously, because we're in Picus Studios right now. There's some magnum ammo and sniper ammo in there, which I obviously want. And so now we gotta find this funicular elevator, which is gonna lead down to the basement wherever Eliza Kazan is. The real Eliza Kazan, that is. So this room is actually going to be pretty tricky too, because I want to enter this room quietly, and that involves taking out that first guy there, because he's already seen me. And then I got to work on getting to the other side. The guys down there are already alerted, but they're just patrolling. And get this guy out of the way a little bit. There's another guy up on this level as well I want to take out. Obviously, I mean, if you wanted to start out an all-out war in this room, you could, but obviously I'm not going to recommend that. Don't want that guy to spot me. It's really hard to line up a shot without without poking out from behind cover like that. I mean, you can still do it without aiming down the iron sights, because when you aim down the iron sights, the laser pointer becomes useless because you can't see where it's aiming at. Right here is another sniper rifle. We're just going to take the ammo because we already have the silenced one, but the same strategy will apply if you wanted to pick up the regular one. But I like to hide over here in this corner and take out the sniper rifle and obviously snipe these guys. Again, comes with the territory. But obviously because I have the laser sight, I can just line up my shot and not have to worry about fighting the scope, which is one of those obscenely broken aspects of the sniper rifle and the laser sight that I love so much in this game. It's completely unrealistic, but I love it to death. The only problem with sniping them from this side is you have this weird scaffolding here for the lighting in the studio, and it's kind of in the way.
We know someone's here. Keep looking. Time to unload.
And I'm missing horribly. Yeah, there's one guy. This is a new enemy type right here. That's a mercenary heavy, sort of like the bell tower heavies, but he's of the same mercenary guys from earlier in the game, and he's got a heavy rifle as well.
Show yourself. You won't get far.
I want to say there's just one more guy in here, and there's also a turret set up in here that is connected to a security hub, obviously, so if we wanted to hop over the railing and hack that, we could, but I could just, you know, cover my way around the room and go ahead and took out that guy with the combat rifle just to give that some more screen time. We'll be using it at some point during the game, but it's not very quiet right now. There is a silencer I can get for it, but that's not until later. Yeah, I could just ignore that turret, or I could pick it up and throw it if I wanted to. And let's go use the punch through walls augmentation, Jetson punch. And this will lead to an alternate path down the stairs here.
Jensen, I've been tracking your progress through the 3D layout. You're close to the funicular.
Any chance it's sitting there waiting for me?
Where would the fun?
There's not much point to it aside from having an alternate way back up the stairs, which can be helpful, because there's some guys down here at the bottom that if they start following you, they can be pretty tough to take out, and I'll explain why in the next video. But if they start following you back up and you need a quick way out, obviously you could just go back up that way and dodge them that way. So it's pretty effective in that sense, but that's pretty much the only point to it. Again, more alternate paths.